Hey guys, welcome back to 702 Motoring in Las Vegas. Tonight we're going to release some brand new product we have designed and created that there was a need in the Harley-Davidson marketplace for this exact product when Diamond Audio released their new NEO 6x9 speaker. As you know, that's a mid-bass style or mid-range output speaker, and when you use that, you don't have any highs. So somewhere along your sound system, usually those are going to be in the rear, you're going to need some type of highs. And if you're using this quality caliber of speaker, it's going to be a horn. So I know there's a recent builder, seller out there that's released a horn assembly for this 6x9. But to us, you know, I think they put a little too much thought process into it, and made it maybe a little bit more complicated than it really needs to be. And we've been working on design since the speaker came out. And we think we have a better design. We think it's going to cost a little bit less money. And you're going to be happy because we're going to offer 3 different options. So with that being said, our design is made to work with the standard 6x9 cut-in kit at this time. There's still other stuff we're personally working on, but right now this release is for the cut-in kit of any manufacturer. It could be Rockford, it could be Boss Audio, Infinity, and others who have taken kits and just simply put their name on it. And we're going to go into that little remark I just said in just a moment. So this is our 6x9 cutting kit with the MS69NEO. This assembly holds one MO-75T shallow horn. It's a very, very simple process. Very easy to put a 1/2-inch spacer on that speaker. On the MP 6x9 coax horn and the MS69CX coax sub, the 1/2-inch spacer is required anyways. But those 2 speakers, you're not going to use this kit on. Reason being, you're not going to have clearance to use this on a horn or a speaker that has a coax on it. This is made for a mid-woofer or mid-range 6x9 only, meaning no tweeter in there because it's not going to clear. You're going to have problems. It's just not going to work. So MO-75T shallow horn for 1. But we didn't stop there. For the guys that want to go crazy, and you know, without a doubt, there's 2 MO-75T shallow horns. And yeah, why stop, right? At just doing 1, you know? If you're going to build 1, let's build 2. Okay? Now, let's go one step further. Let's take the Vega. Most people know that Vega and Diamond Audio are the same manufacturer. Vega does have a much larger shallow horn, 1 inch larger. We use this in a lot of applications, in a lot of different ways, and quite a bit of difference from this shallow horn to that shallow horn. This is an inch larger. The voice coil is larger, and it is definitely louder. Now, with that being said, there's your 3 choices right there. Pretty sexy if you ask me. These are in the final stages of testing right now. We're actually putting a set of this P75T shallow horn by Vega on this bike right here we're doing. This is a 21 Road Glide. Full system, digital sound processor, 2 amplifiers. You know, a lot of people ask us, why don't we show a lot of our installations as far as how we do it? And as much as we'd like to help others in that area, we don't mind offering the help, but we don't necessarily do the videos so much. For the main reason is a lot of the competition out here in the Las Vegas area are not able to do certain things, or they tell customers, hey, it can't be done. So if we throw videos out there, it's kind of like a catch-22. It's going to help customers out there, but at the same time, it's going to help our competition. And, you know, I don't want to help our competition know how to install a 1200.4 Evo X, you know, on a motorcycle with or without an amp rack. I don't want them to see how we do it. You know, this is what we do. This is what we learn how to do. And I don't really want to help the competition do that. You know, not that they would actually do it the right way anyway. So we've seen what happens out here. But, you know, this is real. We use real quality wire. This is 4-gauge wire. You know, or even as anal as enough to even run the writing in the same direction. I mean, we do that. We go that distance, you know. So that's why we don't show a lot of videos on how we actually do it. So with that being said, those are your 3 offerings. Look for those on our website, 702motoringlasvegas.com, and probably a week period of time. Now, we're going to go over 2 more things. There's the MS69NEO in a Road Glide assembly. So people have been messaging us, hey, will it fit a Road Glide? Will it fit a Road Glide? Well, there it is in a Road Glide assembly. Yes, you're going to have to do extensive modifications inside there to make it work, but it does work, as you can see. Less modification on the outside of the enclosure to clear the magnet than the MS Pro 65 Mid, but more modifications around here. You're going to have to do some work, but it does fit. It does have 4 screws, and it will work. So there's another person out there that's making a similar kit like this. Like I said, we think you just put way too much thought pattern into it. And I do want to comment on some specifically that the website does say. I'm not going to mention who that person is, but it does say, add the best 6x9 speaker system on the planet. I'm going to have to disagree with that. And I'm not going to ever be a type of person that's going to tell you we have the best. So when someone else says they have the best, expect someone to call you out. So I'm going to call that person out. So be it. Not that I expect a response. I don't really need a response. But the 6x9 mid-style woofer that they're showing is a steel basket woofer. This is not steel. This is aluminum. Everybody knows aluminum is lighter, more stronger than steel. Also, that speaker takes 75 watts RMS. This is 350 watts RMS. So, I mean, I don't really need to explain anything more than that. Obviously 350 RMS is a whole lot better than 75. Now, if you're spending this kind of money on a high-end speaker, then you're probably going to spend this kind of money to give you the highs. Okay? Now, when it comes to our cutting kits, a lot of people said, oh, you've just another person who copied Rockford Fosgate. So, first of all, I'll say this. We're the first person to actually create the 6x9 cutting kit off of the Rockford Fosgate model. Yes, that's very true. People like Infinity, Boss, a few others that have put their own sticker on it, their own label, they didn't spend the investment. And we've been a very large Rockford Fosgate dealer for about 30 plus years. And we're not going to jeopardize that relationship by copying their product. Now, clearly, everybody knows China has no faithfulness to anybody. And our kits are different. We spent over $10,000 plus to remold their kit with a different design with our experience. So we've been selling these kits for a lot of years, and they're a great kit. But our kits are not cookie cutter designs like the other people are. Our grill is different. Our holes are a bit different. The pattern is different. Our holes are actually larger than the holes here. So a larger hole is going to less restrict the sound coming out of it. Now, it may not seem like that's really trivial, but it actually is. If your sound can come out less restricted, then that's going to be a benefit. That's going to be a positive. Now, to prove further, and like anybody else to have you show you this, you go underneath the Rockford Fosgate kit, and you go underneath our kits. Let me just try to get them side by side here. Let me make some room. That's a Rockford Fosgate kit. This is our kit. It's completely different. It is not the same. It's not the same mold. Anybody can see that. So if that area is different, then the rest is going to be different. So this is the opposite side, so I can't really compare them exactly. But our structure of our kit is different, completely different. And our plastic is different. So throughout the years installing the Rockford kit, these are a little more brittle. And I understand a lot of customers are do-it-theirselvers. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. So we want to help increase the installation of that kit to be as easy as possible. And there's already a little bit of a strategic cutting you have to do in this kit to get it to fit correctly. And last thing we want are any of these plastics to crack or break, because the customer may not be familiar with doing many kits like we are, or anybody else that sells a kit that's experienced. So our blending of plastic is actually different. It's a more forgiving. It's a different blend. It's not the same. Even the colors are different. You can see ours is a completely different shade of plastic. And nowhere the same. So ours are more forgiving, a little more flexible, so there's less chance of the same type of damage being done on the Rockford kit being done to our kit. And that's done on purpose. That's design we put into play. If we're going to build new molds for this stuff, we're going to improve it. And that's what we've done. It makes a difference because, you know, man, we've damaged these things. They crack. They do. And the thought process has been putting into it. Nothing is the same as Rockford Fosgate. You have these other manufacturers or these other people that sell their kits show you that. All they're doing is taking the unfaithfulness of the China manufacturing process and building off of the mold they already have, saving themselves as much money as possible. We didn't do that. We spent the money. We remolded the product. We changed the design to make an improvement, and that's what we did. So that's a quick video for tonight. We appreciate your looking at it. If you like it, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and you'll see our new products when they're coming out. We're working on several more horn designs for that speaker in different applications and a couple other things also. So this is from 702 Motoring Las Vegas. Remember, you saw it first here. 702 Motoring, LasVegas.com. Thanks, guys.